Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 10 fantastic spring in a bottle fragrances. What exactly is a spring fragrance? Well, for me, what really represents spring is green, so that grassy accord, could be vetiver, but also florals. Just when everything is starting to bloom and everything, for me, that's just spring. This list here is going to be a mixed mash of both designer and niche. I find that there's a lot of niche fragrances that probably represent spring a little bit more. Let's just get into it right now. First one is going to be FERRAGAMO's VENDEMMIA. This line itself does not get a lot of mention at all. This line here is very underrated. You can get this for anywhere from like $90 to $110 Canadian. So when you convert that, that's like $75 USD to about 105. Overall, this line, very underrated. But this fragrance here is green, it's fruity. So it has citron, peach, it's got jasmine, fig leaf, and sandalwood. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. Some of these fragrances might dive a little bit more towards the ladies out there, while some might just be catered towards the men. But I find that with a lot of these, can be worn by both genders. This is a great work fragrance, but at the same time, it's also a great weekend fragrance. Really, it's an everyday fragrance, all right? But just for me, if you want to wear something to brunch, this is a great brunch fragrance. But just overall, it's green, it's fruity with some florals and woods. Longevity off this one here is going to be 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 2 is going to be from a brand that I plug a lot. I'm not the only one, but I'm one of the very few. So it's me, but also Darian from the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. And that's going to be Bond No. 9's Highline. I personally really do enjoy this brand. And this is really a spring in a bottle fragrance. Just like the bottle itself, right? You see the grass and the florals. This fragrance here is very grassy. It's got hindsight, African orange flower. It's got pink tulip, rhubarb, which is unusual, and oak. This leans a little bit more towards the ladies out there, but I personally love it. When I first smelled it, I'm like, I'm not sure, but as I started to wear the sample, I'm like, gotta get me a bottle. So this is just a little tester bottle that I got for a pretty solid price tag. This is an everyday fragrance that I think is best suited for work, but also for the weekend. So longevity off this one here is gonna be 7 to 8 hours as well. Fragrance number 3, let's go with a designer brand. And I plug this brand like I was known for this brand. The unpaid shill, the brand ambassador without a paycheck, Ferrari. Ferrari's Noble Fig. If you like fig fragrances, you'll like this one. Fig leaf, iris, sage, musk, patchouli, and mandarin are what you're gonna get. So it's just a figgy green, somewhat floral scent with a really nice iris note as well. So overall, for what you're paying, which is like 30 bucks, maybe 35 bucks, the fig in this smells incredibly natural. It just smells so incredibly good. It's green and it's juicy. It reminds me of like my mother-in-law's fig tree. My mother-in-law loves like the plant her fig trees, and this one does remind me of that. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. It's more of a day fragrance. This is unisex, but I do think that both genders can wear it no problem. And it's a prime work scent, but also a prime weekend fragrance. But again, it's just an everyday fragrance. Longevity is gonna be 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 4 is gonna be a wedding gift from the wife, and that's gonna be Creed's Silver Mountain Water. This is marketed towards, like, as unisex, but I do find it dives a little bit more towards the men out there. But this is definitely a gentleman's fragrance. This has tea, blackcurrant, citruses, sandalwood, musk, and a green galbanum. So it's just green with the tea, that galbanum. You're gonna get a little bit of an earthy, or sorry, a woody dry down with a really nice blackcurrant note. It's a signature scent worthy scent that smells quite expensive. Dressing it down to dressing it up every day. You could wear this every single day. This is a prime, and I mean a prime signature scent that you could rock no problem. This smells of money, class, and it smells of spring. Longevity, 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 5, I don't have a bottle. I do have a travel spray somewhere in that cabinet. Just, it's in disarray. But that's gonna be HERMES Un Jardin sur le Toit. This one here is just a green fruity scent. You're gonna get red apple, pear, grass, rose, and magnolia. So a fruity, floral green scent that is actually quite unisex. Both genders can wear it, but if you're a male who's gonna wear it, you gotta definitely have that sense of style, and you have to be a gentleman, as it dies a little bit more towards the ladies out there. Not overly, but I would say like 60% ladies. It's overall, it's a great everyday fragrance. Longevity off that one there is gonna be 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 6 is gonna be Bond number 9's Gramercy Park. This here is just a very green floral scent with a slightly woody dry down. This has lily of the valley, cyclamen, green notes, ivy, and wood. So again, just a green floral woody scent. I do think it leans a little bit towards the ladies out there than the men, but this is definitely a unisex fragrance. Depending on where you look, they'll say it's just a woman's scent, just like this one here. But I find that both genders can wear it. It's just an everyday fragrance. You can wear it to work, but I find it does come across as a little bit more casual, but you can easily wear it to work. I just find it's more of a chill fragrance, more of a weekend scent. Longevity off this one here is gonna be 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 7, let's go back to the designer realm, all right? And if you're gonna have a spring list, a spring like what smells like spring, you better have this in your list. HERRERA 212 Mint. So this is a 30 ml bottle. Like they normally come in like just like this type of color. It's just one giant bottle. But this one here is just a green, grassy scent. It's got loads of green notes: violet, ginger, gardenia, sage, and like 3 or 4 different types of woods. For me, this is just a green, woody fragrance, pretty much. The green in this is very grassy. It's kind of like after you cut the grass. That's what this really smells like. It's very spring, it's very summerish, it's very casual, but I do think that you can wear this to school, you can wear it to work, and pretty much that. Longevity off this one here is gonna be 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 7, I don't have a bottle because I'm not spending money on this one here. This one did not work for me, but it's definitely spring in a bottle. MONTALE's Intense TIARE, or TIARE Intense. Oh Lord Jesus. This is just an overabundance of white florals. So it's got white florals, it's got jasmine, coconut, vanilla, rose, ylang ylang, and definitely that tiare flower. This is marketed as a unisex fragrance. This is like 95% women. Sorry, it just is. And when it comes to women, it just smells like an older woman would wear. It just smells like a traditional female fragrance, like an old school one. It's just so heavy in florals. Like I did a review of this one last year with Rush, but I deleted it as I wasn't sure about it. I just thought, you know what, Montale it's a bit of a waste of time, but I will definitely review this one with Rush. I'm not gonna state his thoughts. You're gonna have to stay tuned and watch for that one here, but definitely if you like heavy, I mean heavy white florals with vanilla and coconut, this is one that you're gonna like. But if you're a guy, chances are you're not. Fragrance number 9, let's go back to the designer round, and that's gonna be Dunhill's Fresh. This is a very, very green scent. Not as green as the HERRERA, but if you like green fragrances, you're gonna like this one here. This has mint, freesia, loads of lavender to add that freshness, green notes, mint, mimosa, vetiver, but also wood. So for a good duration of the scent life, very green, very fresh. There is a somewhat, just like a smidge of florals, but the dry down is like a green woody base. It's not a very unique scent. You're just gonna smell like an everyday person, but if you're all right with that, then look into this one here. This is only like 20, 30 bucks. It's great for school, it's great for work. It's just an all-around casual scent. But if you want something safe for the office, look into this one here. Longevity, 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 10, gotta have this one in this list. Creed's Green Irish Tweed. This is like Ireland. I was there back in 2016. It's such a green country. This is such a green fragrance. This has loads of violet leaf and lemon verbena. The lemon verbena is really, it's really up in front. You're gonna get that violet leaf to add that airiness. And I find with the 2 notes itself, it does add that classical vintage touch, but this is a modern day fragrance. Throw in sandalwood, ambergris, and iris, and that's what you get. This fragrance here is a prime signature scent, just like this one here. I gotta state both, as the wife gifted me these on our wedding day. But if I had to choose which one I prefer, probably this one here, just a little bit more. Just because of that greenery. Just because of that greenery. It's classical, vintage, modern. It's a gentleman's fragrance that you can wear dressing down to dressing it up. For everyday scenarios. Longevity off this one here is going to be 7 to 8 hours. And guys, I just gave you 10 spring in a bottle fragrances. Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. If you want to see some other, you know what, let's say one designer and one niche top video, check out this side here. And before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.